Welcome to Comfort Havoc number 2. This is part 2 of this Asian hatred crap. I'm going to go live on my Instagram channel now. Okay, Instagrammers, you're going to have to go to part 1 on my YouTube channel to see what this is about. But this is in light of the more recent Asian attacks. And I wanted to do this before I do any bound fighting or anything else tonight. Monday, yesterday, 65-year-old woman was attacked by a big black guy, and he kicked her in the head. And 3 security guards, who, or whatever the hell their jobs were, they should not have jobs, because they sit there and they watch this lady get mauled and pommeled and just beaten down, and they did absolutely fucking nothing. Nothing. And they were big guys, man. They were just as big as the asshole that was attacking the young woman outside. Well, she wasn't young. She's 65. They were attacking the air around them as she was getting the hell beat out of her. And in part 1, I touched on having a grandmother and a mother, and they're pushing 70 themselves, and how that if I've reached 70 years old, I probably won't be able to defend myself. But I decided, no, that's not going to happen. I will be able to defend myself, because at 47, I can still roll with you 20-year-olds, so don't get it twisted. Age and experience is a thing. But to sit here, and as bad as the assault on this lady was, she was assaulted twice. Because the guy closed the door on her instead of giving her aid and attending to her. And I know you guys here on Instagram probably don't want to hear this shit coming from a guy who's not personally an Asian man. You know, I'm a multicultural person. I don't have the right to be a racist. And like I said, Native Americans are biologically Asian. So let me point this out to you. Alright? No matter what your race is, you can't let shit like this go blindly off into the land of forgot and say that you are a human being. These 3 men that watched this shit, you were worse than the fucking monster that attacked this woman, because you did nothing. You fucking did nothing, and she got her ass beat right in front of you, and you did absolutely nothing. Shame on you. See, I normally do videos like this on my YouTube channel, as I am doing right now, where somebody of a color, of a race, of a person in which I come from does something stupid. I call them my shame videos. When a black person does something shameful, I'll make a video about it, and I'll say that I am ashamed to be black when somebody does this shit. Just like this asshole did today on the video, or Monday is when it actually happened, but that's just 24 hours ago. Then the video also shows a young black man choking out a young Asian man and beating him on a fucking train in New York, and no one again does nothing. Nothing. What the fuck is wrong with you people? I mean, I know fear is a thing, and minding your business is a thing, but goddamn, there has to be a time where you have to step the fuck up, where you have to just take that chance. And that one guy can't beat everybody on the fucking train. He's not fucking Bruce Lee. You know? And to watch your fellow human get the shit beat out of him, whether it's a 65-year-old lady or a 23-year-old dude on a fucking bus getting beat for the fucking one thing that they can't change, because they're Asian, they can't change that. They can't help that. That wasn't a fucking choice. And for us to all do nothing. And black people, y'all know we were victims of persecution and racism too. The last damn thing you should be doing is attacking another race that is victims of persecution and racism as well. And in case you don't know, let me inform some of us black people some hardcore facts about the gold rush and how many Chinese people were killed and their gold was taken. There are millionaires that are descendants of these Chinese people who will never have a dime, because their ancestors or their cousins of the people who were murdered, who found gold, who discovered gold, and not small gold, not little fragments. I'm talking big chunks. And they were killed and scalped, and Native Americans were framed for it. They were killed and scalped And black cowboys were framed for that shit. So why the fuck would you do this shit? Now, don't get me twisted. There were many white men that were killed over gold by other white men as well. And by some black men. And possibly some Native Americans. There are no saints on earth in the race war. There are many people who don't want to be racist and aren't racist. And there are many people who just as fucking racist as the racism. You know who you are if you're a racist. You know that you're a racist if you're a racist. And yeah, you might be ashamed of it when it comes out into the public eye. But that's on you. Because racism is a fucking choice. It is not in your gene pool. Because if it was, kids would never play with other kids. Kids are not born racist. We, the adults, teach them that bullshit. I was never a racist child. I played with all children. And then they stopped playing with me because I was a fucking half-breed. You're not really black. You're not really one of us. You're not really white. You're not really one of us. And like I said, when I got to the 5th grade, it only got worse when I found out I was part Native American. So then it was more ostracization. More, we don't really want to pick James. If it wasn't for Kung Fu and comic books, I probably wouldn't be alive today. Truly. I had maybe a few friends that were true friends. Where grade school, not so much. Middle school, not so much. High school started to change a little bit, but still not so much. Because if someone could find something to pick on me about, they would. Oh, you're short. Oh, you're not getting any pussy. Oh, you don't play sports. Oh, you read comic books, but you can barely read a school book very well. You name it, and I was probably picked on about it. People went as far as to say that I was gay when I wasn't gay, and I'm still not gay, but I got picked on about that shit all the fucking time. I don't have nothing against gay people. If you're gay, hey, live your fucking life. It's a hard life that you have to live, but so fucking be it, because that shit's not actually a fucking choice. They have scientifically proven that some people are born with male bodies and female brains and male bodies, or male brains and female bodies. Y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to say. And if you don't know, read a damn book or go Google that shit. But the one thing that we can change, the one thing that we can do, is stop being fucking racist towards each other. See me as a man. See me as a human being. Don't see me as a mixed man. Don't see me as a color wheel, high yellow and brown. Don't see that shit. See me as a man. If you hate me because I'm a dick, if you hate me because I'm an asshole, that is okay. But don't hate me for the one damn thing that I didn't get a fucking choice in, which is my fucking race. Now, I'm multicultural. I don't get to be racist. I have white people in my family. I have black people in my family. I have Native Americans in my family somewhere, but I have not met them. We don't have to be racist. We choose to be racist. This racist attack on this woman on Monday, who was 65 years old, was a Filipino going to church. Should not have happened. This big burly black man that did that shit makes me ashamed to be black. Because as a black person, you already know the fucking struggle. You already know how hard it is to be a minority your damn self. And yet you want to attack another minority. Go fuck yourself, big guy. Hell yeah, you're a really big guy. You know, you're like about 280. You're picking on a fucking 65-year-old woman. Your target was maybe my height. Maybe 5'3". Maybe. Because the average Vietnamese woman, or actually the average Filipino woman and Vietnamese woman, are just below 5'3". I'm 5'3", big boy. Why don't you come try doing that shit down here at me? Why don't you get your big bold ass on a train, ride on down to Charlottesville. Try that shit with me, big guy. Because, you know, no one else is out there challenging your big fat ass, but I'll do it. Because you're bad enough to kick a 65-year-old woman. Why don't you come kick a 47-year-old man who actually knows how to fight's ass? Why don't you come do that? Because it takes a whole lot of man to attack an old woman. Why don't you take your whole lot of man and join the UFC? Or join somebody that actually knows how to fight? Why don't you come on down here? It's a free town. Get your little ass in the bus and don't bring no guns, because you didn't need a gun for the helpless old lady. Why don't you bring your big ass on down here to fight little old tiny ass 5'3" me? Why don't you do that? Because you're a big badass. Well, before you do that, let me explain something to you. See, David killed Goliath, and David was a small man. Goliath was a mountain of a man like you. So don't come down here thinking that it's going to be a walk in the park. You might get me, you might not. But unlike her, I got a fighting chance. I actually do real kung fu. My videos might seem bullshit to most people, but my shit's legit. I'm a 47-year-old man. Why don't you come try to pick on somebody your own size? Or at least somebody who can fight back. Now for you three individuals who was just as big as that asshole that attacked that woman, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on your parents that raised you. Shame on you for not helping her after the fact. I understand not helping her during the fact. Because it might have been, oh, it's not our business. It could have been a domestic dispute. Well, sometimes you got to stick your face in somebody else's business. Even when it doesn't work out in your favor. See, I've done that once before too. When I was being bullied in Miss Kruger's class. Me and a little white guy. And then the white guy who I was trying to help decided that he would rather side with the bully than side with me. And that's cool. I get it. Because fear is the thing. But here's my thing. You can live in fear all your damn life and cater to these some bitches. Or you can stand up and fight. And even if you get your ass beat, you're going to get your point across. So even if this big guy comes down to Charlottesville and beats my ass, he's going to remember me. Because he's not going to go home in one piece. And I may go to jail if I fucking kill him. I may go to jail if I fucking assault him. But when they catch you, and they will, it may take some while, but you know now, your face is infamous, motherfucker. They're going to get you. And I hope when they do, I hope that when they take you to Rikers, that somebody in Rikers has a grandma, or an auntie, or a little sister that was once hurt by somebody just like you. And I hope that person bumps into you in your cell. And I hope they sock party the fuck out your shit. But yeah, I hope that person that bumps into you is an ex-soldier. And he gives you some special fucking forces. Because you're a big guy going around kicking on a little woman. You kicked her in the head, you said anti-Asian slurs. Yeah, you're a bad motherfucker, dude. You're the biggest bitch on the planet. I might be a little bitch. But I'm a little bitch that can fight back. So unless you sneak up behind me and cluck me in the back of the head with a fucking hammer, you deserve twice the ass whooping you gave her. Let me get back to the three dudes inside. Because I don't want to have to recant my statement. Even after she was down and this asshole left, you could have went out there and rendered her some fucking aid. That's the part that pisses me off the most. I'm not so mad that you didn't really interfere, even though you guys was just as big as that sumbitch. Now, which is probably how you got your job, so that you can intimidate guys that's coming into the hotel talking shit. But you didn't intimidate the asshole outside, kick stomping a fucking defenseless little Asian woman down. But you guys are huge, right? I know, like, from scale to scale, the guys inside was just as big as that guy. Or maybe I need glasses for the video that I watched, or the video that I showed on my YouTube channel, which you guys need to go see if you want to see the first part. But since you're doing that, big guy, and you guys didn't even bother to go render her some aid, maybe you ought to reevaluate your moral compass. Maybe you ought to think twice about some of the things that you've done in your life. Because to help someone after they got fucked up is better than not helping them at all. It's better than closing the fucking door in their face when they need help. Shame on you. For Kung Fu Havoc number 2, I'm James Williams Jr. Be seeing you.